Hello everybody, this is Dedra with Paper Crafts and Planners, and as soon as I started this, the dog next door started barking. Sorry about that. I wanted to show you just kind of a section of my craft area because I've gotten a new craft desk and a new setup. The rest of the room is kind of in disarray because my granddaughter is going to have half of this room for her bedroom, and I'm having to rearrange, purge, and kind of store some things, so it's a mess. But first of all, let's start over here. I have just a little folding table that I used to take to craft fair. So it's a smaller table than I used to have here. My favorite Fisker's paper trimmer. I love this. It is my favorite of all time. Every time I switch away, I come back. This is one of those little rotating things from Michael's, and I've got tall things in it, especially like my tea ruler and stuff like that. There's my laminator. This is a little corner shelf Michael's used to make. I don't think they have it anymore. That's just a cash box if ever I do craft fairs again, right? My little TV. That little pink bin has kind of seasonal stamps and current things I might be working on, and then I'll put them away when the next batch comes out. That's in theory anyway. This cart right here, it rolls back and forth. It's one of the bigger ones from Michael's. I don't know what it's called. I'll see if I can figure it out and link it below, or not link it, but just tell you what it's called. So I have all of my adhesives that I use regularly. My extras, I have extras of most of these things, are in a drawer, apart from here. These are the dies I use almost every time I'm card making. You know, the big adhesive guns. Those are my remote controls. These just cleaners, you know, baby wipes, stamp cleaner, paper towels, all that kind of stuff. And then that is the foam adhesive I like to use on the roll, that, you know, thick foam in case you want to pop something up on your card or your project you're working on. Okay, let me roll this out of the way, and then I'll give you a better view of this desk, hopefully. Can only go back so far, unfortunately. So this is by Crafter's Companion. I put it together myself, no tools needed. It folds in half. I think you could probably see right there in the front where it kind of folds. The drawers come out, it folds up, and then these metal pegboards attached to the back. And like I said, I put the drawers in, did everything myself, could not have been simpler. No tools needed. On my desk top, I have, right now my planners are there because I just did a video. This is my close to my heart kind of grid paper. You know, if it gets messy, you tear one off. It's a whole pad. This is the Crafter's Companion mat that it was designed to go with this desk. That is very big. I don't know if I've said yet, but it's 30 deep, 30 inches deep, and about 6 feet long. So plenty of space. This is a glass mat from We Are Memory Keepers. Some task lighting. This little bin I've been keeping there. I had a friend the other day say, hey, can I have those 3 cards from your last video? So they're in there, plus a couple of cards and things I need to mail off to people. And so that's nice to have right there. This is not business related. It's just friendship related or things that are personal that go in there. I have a couple of mugs here that keep different tools that I seem to reach for. I'm going to show you this mug. It came from my daughter, and it's so cute. So you'll notice me in the middle, I have gray hair, which is not like the picture that shows on YouTube. It's also very long now. So this is kind of COVID related. My hair has done a drastic change. This is us, me and my 2 daughters, and I actually have 4 children. I have 2 sons, sitting on a dock at a lake looking at mountains. We have never done that in our lives. But it's a very cute mug. I really love it. And our hair color is all represented. Really, really cute. That back there is, actually, I think she gave me that mug too, is my Stampin' Storage ink pad holder. It holds 60. You'll notice that is not all my ink pads. I have more storage, which is kind of sad. This light, by the way, if I can find, I will link to it because it's a magnifying light also. You know, you turn it on, it's very bright, catching a glare, but you can put it over your project and look through the magnifier if you're doing really detailed work, which sometimes helps me. Okay, this is, I think, Totally Tiffany. I found it at Tuesday Morning. These are my little handles, and then those little sponge dauber tops that attach to them. I love these domed ones from scrapbook.com. I hardly ever use the flat ones anymore because the dome ones, they're nicer for me. I've never gotten used to the flat. There's some sprays, my corner chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. That's just a shell, just some decor there. There's an extra charger. These are Color Splash, Color Fusion Liquid Color, they're called. They're a Fun Stamper's Journey project. I don't know if they make them anymore because Fun Stamper's Journey is going away and it's just all becoming spellbinders. But they're really beautiful to watercolor with. They're really vibrant colors and I love them. These little bins fit on here and they are also a Crafter's Companion thing made to go with these metal pegboards. And so are those two things sitting there or stuck in there. Okay, these are right here. These are scrapbook.com's new organizers for ink pads. And so I've got carrying on, I've got in rainbow order. Carrying on, I go all the way through blacks and grays. And then down here are for embossing and specialty inks. Then my Distress Oxide. I was so happy. I wanted to try out Catherine Pooler inks for a while. And I saw on scrapbook.com, they had these minis. And this is her spa collection. And I really want to try them. I haven't opened these yet because I've been really busy. And I thought how cute they'll fit right in there. No, they don't. They're too fat. So they're up on top. And then I have just some overflow extras of ink that I've already got over here. So the reason these are sitting up there, besides running out of room, is Black Soot and Vintage Photo are the ones I reach for the most. I do have a candle on my desk. I don't recommend that if you're sloppy when you're paper crafting, but so far so good with me. I hope everybody has one of these little bins. They are what goes in there. This is so sad, but if I find like a sentiment that goes with a stamp set I've already put up or some odd sequins in a certain color, they go in there until I get around to putting them up, if I ever get around to putting them up. Sometimes it's when I use that stamp set again and I go, oh, Happy Mother's Day is missing, and it's in that little thing. But at least I know where they are. My camera is attached to the ceiling and it is on a curtain rod runner. My husband did that for me, so it can go back, forward, and then of course it tips any way you want it. It turns around completely. It's a really cool setup he did for me. And I don't know anything about it, but I told him what I wanted and he fixed it up for me. And I've wrapped the cord around because normally when I'm filming, my laptop is right here. And I have some task lighting, some like a circle light that I can put on the table. And then I have some other lights that can go behind me. I'm still trying to get the lighting figured out since putting this desk together because it's throwing some shadows that are different than what I used to have. But anyway, this is my Gemini. It's a 12 by 12. It's the Gemini Pro. And up there, you can see all of the mats and cutting plates and the little booklet fit in there. Here is my Make Art station. It's a Wendy Vecchi for Ranger. And then I've got some mats back there that are just things I'll put down when I'm getting really sloppy with paints and things. My planners, like I said, they are here because I was doing a video and I finished it. But I just love how I can get everything right here and it's not all encroaching on my workspace. Let's go over here and we'll look at one of the drawers. This drawer, let me come a little closer, I haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to put in these drawers, but for now, this is good. This is working. These are my glitter pins, shimmer pins, whatever you want to call them. Close to My Heart has some, and then I have some different companies, some different manufacturers too, in all different colors. These are my finger daubers when I'm inking around the edges of things. These are color splashes. They're like a nail polish and you flick the color on things. I tend to go through cycles. Sometimes I'll use them all the time and then I won't use them for months and then I get them out again. But I do love them. And this is a nail polish holder that I put down in that drawer to hold those. And then I've got some eyeglass cleaners and some ibuprofen. That's important. All right, let's go over to the other side, to the other drawer. And in this drawer, I have my Misty and all of my blocks for stamping and a few little tiny ink pads. This one I keep on the block, this Cancer ribbon, because I glued it on there. And this is a to and from, and I keep those in here too all the time. This came as part of an art bin. Can't remember the company. It might be called Art Bin. And what I use it for now, though, is if I'm using certain watercolor markers or alcohol markers, I will put it on my desk and put them in there so they're not rolling everywhere. And then I'll put the markers back where they go when I'm done crafting, hopefully. Unless I'm still working on the project the next day. Okay, up above, I have a shelf, which could even go lower now, but this is a Nuvo container, and it holds my Nuvo drops. So the glimmery ones are in the back, and these glittery ones are right here. It's like a double thing, and it's made by Nuvo. It has a little magnet to it. It's very cool. So those are not just everywhere. And then this is another container. This is scrapbook.com, and these are their new little dot things. And I haven't really given them a fair shake yet. I will. They do not work the same as the Nuvo drops. They do, with Nuvo drops, they kind of flatten out a little bit and settle. These do not. They stay. If you left a peak in it, there's going to be a peak in it. So I'm working with that. Some little signs and stamps. That is We Are Memory Keepers. It holds my bling. It's a two-handed, so I can't do it right now, but you turn the top and it opens up like a flower, and then it has all different, my bling arranged by color in there. And then just some decorations. So that is basically it. All of the things I feel the need to keep at hand. Oh, down here on the ground, I will show you, even though I didn't sweep, so it may be dirty. There's a big board here that if I really want to cover my whole desk, I can. It's got paint stains all over it. That is because if I want to take planning supplies, craft supplies in another room in the house so I can sit with my husband in the evening or whatever, I put them in that tote. Or if I'm going out of town, I put them in that tote and take them. That's for my feet. And that right there is a basket that I keep. When I'm cutting, I will just shift everything off of the desk into that, all the scraps, until I take a day and I go through them and I cut them up into like card sizes, sentiment sizes, and I store them someplace else. Anyway, I am really loving this new setup. It's let me put everything at hand and so much hanging up that I don't have to have on my desk. So I really love that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. This is an HSN exclusive right now. I don't know when they're going to sell it some other way, but right now it's HSN only. I will link to the info if I can link to HSN. I'm not really sure. And that's where I got the Gemini. It is also exclusive, and it has gone way up in price since I purchased it. It was like the weekend it came out. I don't know if the desk has. Hopefully it hasn't gone up in price, but I'll link to everything and a lot of the other little gadgets and storage things that I've used in this video or shown you in this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy crafting.